Hey guys, it's Britt. Tonight I'm here to talk to you for a few minutes about the YouTube channel Self-Taught Beauty. I had some questions from you guys and I did a little looking into it, so if you're interested, please keep watching. Alright you guys, so before we get into this video, I don't want to spoil the end of the video, but I want to throw this in the beginning because this is a very confusing video for me to make, because as much time as I've taken to look into this channel Self-Taught Beauty, I walked away more confused than I could have ever assumed that I would be. And I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a synopsis of who she is, kind of what her content is, but I also want to read parts of an email that one of you guys sent to me. This email was sent to me on December 5th, so I've been sitting on this for a while. However, the last few days, I have gotten a huge uptick of comments saying, please look into Self-Taught Beauty. She shouldn't be on YouTube, doesn't deserve her platform. So when I saw that uptick, I decided to complete my process of looking into her content, and I wanted to get this video out for you guys. And it's not to say I shouldn't have done it on December 5th, but I wanted to take some time and give her a little bit more time to possibly come to her channel with new updates. So that's why I didn't just make it as soon as I got this email. So Self-Taught Beauty has 14,000 subscribers and she has been on YouTube for about 3 years. Her oldest video does go back to 3 years ago, so it looks like she's been creating content since she created her Google account or around the same time. Her channel content is not something that I would tune in for. I'll just be completely honest with you guys. I don't like Ipsy, I don't like BoxyCharm. The unboxing videos and preview videos are boring to me because I don't subscribe to either of those boxes, so I don't care what's coming in the next box. I don't care what you got in your box, and that's nothing against this channel creator. Her name is Mandy. That's nothing against Mandy, but her content bores me. But the more interesting part of her content is, instead of focusing on just beauty, she decided to start inserting her daily life struggles into her channel. And that is where the backlash came from. The negative comments that she was getting and the inquisitive comments that she was getting had nothing to do with her beauty content. This all kicked off once she started telling people about her life struggles, but more importantly, asking for donations. I want to read part of the email that I received on December 5th because I think that this will give you guys a really good look into why this channel is causing concern for some of the subscribers. This person, I'm not going to say her name, but she wrote and said, "Hi Britt, please look up Self-Taught Beauty channel's life updates." Those are the videos that I was saying she inserts in sporadically with her Ipsy and BoxyCharm videos. She goes on to say, "I'm not sure if she is scamming us or just lazy, to be honest. She has been asking and getting donations for her eviction for 4+ months, yet couldn't even rent a hotel. She makes update videos with sad funeral music and adds catchwords to her thumbnail while posing sad. She did lose her home in a fire on January 1st, 2019. Subscribers as well as FEMA and the Red Cross helped her tremendously back then." So let's go through this. First of all, I think it's super tragic that she lost her house to a fire on New Year's Day of 2019. But knowing that FEMA and the Red Cross those organizations are created to help people that are in situations like hers to step up to the plate and offer financial assistance, housing, food, all of the above. Because obviously losing your house to a fire, unless you're the one that set it on fire yourself, is super tragic. And it's great that organizations like that exist in order to step up and help people like her. The issue that I have with this is that as YouTubers, I think that it's a very normal thing to want to update your subscribers on big life changes. But the issue that I've seen with not only Mandy, but also other YouTubers is that you have to realize how to walk this fine line as a creator between coming off and just asking for money and all of these things versus accepting donations if they're offered to you, but not necessarily just creating content in order to get the donations and ask for them on top of it. When I first heard about her losing her house in a fire, I automatically questioned, well, what is she up to now? So I went, after reading part of this email, I went over to her channel. Right around this time is when 2 videos I saw. Homeless for the Holidays, update on being evicted. Homeless for the Holidays, life update. And both of these videos have over 1,000 views. It was around the same time that this channel came onto my radar. And I guess my red flag went up when I had read in the email that she lost her house in a fire. But here it said evicted. So I'm like, well, did she get a new house and then she got evicted? Like, I'm so confused, just trying to sort through all of this. But then I wanted to go back to the email and continue to read. So let's finish the email. She responds to her spoiler video comments, but not to any of her other recent life update begging videos before and after those. She says she doesn't see all the comments, but it's easy to see that she does not respond at all. Even to comments offering help. People have offered to rent a hotel for her for a month and to bring her food and supplies. She seems like she only wants money. She has stuff at the end of her recent videos asking for help, donations, as well as in the description boxes of all of her videos since 2019. Please investigate this for us. I feel crazy and I just want someone else to see what I'm seeing. So I went back over to Mandy's channel and I tried to figure out this eviction thing because that was my first question. Well, allegedly what had happened was her landlord evicted her and gave her a 3-day notice, and the paper that was served was not even signed by a judge. So let's go over rules to evict someone. And most of these rules are pretty standard across the United States in every single county. There is minimum a 30-day eviction notice given to tenants, first of all. Second of all, when you have an eviction notice, it's going to be signed by a judge saying this is an official document and this has been approved to serve to the tenant. It just made me have so many questions. The fact that she shows this piece of paper that wasn't signed and says that there was a 3-day notice. Like, I don't care if you're the meanest landlord in the world and you haven't been paid rent for 6 months. You're not going to give someone a 3-day notice because that is illegal. And most landlords have at least a general understanding of what the eviction process is. And it would be stupid of them to serve a blank eviction notice and give a 3-day notice, because that just wouldn't stand up because it's illegal. It wouldn't stand in court. So she goes from being evicted, and then you kind of go through the rest of her videos and it's just Ipsy boxy charm, Ipsy boxy charm. And then I started thinking, I'm like, okay, I always want to put myself in someone else's shoes. If I was in this position, I can tell you guys, even if I had a YouTube channel, the last thing on my radar would be what kind of junk BoxyCharm and Ipsy is putting out this month. I wouldn't be worried about makeup, skincare, hair care. I would be worried about getting a job, and finding shelter. That's it. I realize that she has said in some videos that YouTube is generating a little bit of income for her and things like that, but it seems like the only videos that get views are the ones that are, talking about being homeless or tragedy or responding to hate comments. So she sees that that's what gets attention, and that's obviously why she's continued to share. Whether or not it's all honest or not, I don't know, and that's the thing. I really wanted to look into her channel and be able to say, this is what's happening, I think it's a scam, or no, I don't think it's a scam. But with this, I really don't know. And I don't want to say yes or no, because this is an assumption that could come off as very, very distasteful to just make that much of an assumption about someone, whether or not they're lying about this. But I can offer criticism as far as the way that she's asking for donations and the way that she is denying certain help, but accepting other help that's in the form of money. So I'm not sure what the answer for her is going to be. I can say that I don't believe that the Ipsy and BoxyCharm stuff is doing any favors. I will say that. If her journey of being homeless is what is making her get views and comments and stuff, and if she is being completely upfront and honest about it, then it might be something where she needs to switch her content to a vlog style channel where that's all that she shares. But if she were to do that, you can't just sit up on your channel with your hand out. You need to allow your videos to do the work for you. And if you're being transparent with your audience and bringing them along for the journey and not lying and not exaggerating and not standing with your hand out, accepting money all of the time, then I could see this actually taking off for her. But I don't think that the makeup stuff is doing any favors. If anything, it only confuses people that come and find her channel for the first time, kind of like I did. I was very confused. Like, why are we talking about living in a shed and then talking about BoxyCharm updates? It's very confusing, and it's, to be honest, it's off-putting because this is such a jumbled mess of content that I'm left confused. And even if I did like BoxyCharm and Ipsy, this is still not an organized channel of where I feel like I can get really specific, good information about those subscription boxes. Aside from using some of her videos in order to garner sympathy and attention, there's this one video that I watched, and I'm not going to play it, but I will explain it to you guys, and I'll leave it linked in my description box if you want to hear it firsthand for yourself. This was October 6th of 2020, and the video title is "My Life is a Roller Coaster, and Here's Why." Y'all know that I cannot stand when people use their kids or their animals as a way to get sympathy or try to drive home a point. I just don't agree with it, never will. I understand that sometimes there might be a life update that involves your child or your dog or your cat, and you want to share it with your subscribers. But when it's paired with a shocking update in order to get money, that's where I have a problem with it, because you're exploiting a really sensitive subject in order to gain something, in monetary value off of that. You don't want just the genuine engagement and the comments and people to talk to or to vent to. You're looking for a dollar sign. That's it. And you can see right through these kinds of videos. Essentially what happened was she explained that her dog needed to go to the vet, and in the comments or in the description box, she used the hashtag paralyzed dog. And this really pissed me off. It's just not needed. You don't need to do that because, you know, there could be people that are actually looking for YouTube content about a paralyzed dog because they're going through something with their own dog, and they're going to come over to your channel and you just want donations. Like, I don't really understand that. The problem is that she used that hashtag paralyzed dog, collected donations under the guise of, I need to take my dog to get medical attention, please help me. And then she didn't even take the dog to the vet. That to me is, I would expect to lose all of my subscribers if I pulled a stunt like that. So my overall opinion on Selftaught Beauty is, I think that her channel has some potential to share a part of her life with YouTube, you know, audience. However, it would need to be structured in a way where she's not just, you know, seeking money all of the time. It would have to be more of an open dialogue between her as a creator and the people watching her as subscribers. You're asking them for help and sympathy and prayers and all of the good things. But then when someone offers to send you food or tells you to go to a church or go to this place, they can help you find a job, you don't see those comments. But I guarantee you would see it if they said, hey, I sent you $100. That is really aggravating for people, and especially because all of this has unfolded while we're in the middle of a pandemic, where you want sympathy and you want these things while other people are struggling as well, but you only want the things if it's attached to actual like money or a gift card. I'm approaching this video with a very light hand because I realize that this is a very, very sensitive, but I do think that people who are consuming content on a channel, whether it's hers, mine, whoever, they do have a right to want answers if things feel off. But what I would do if I was her is, you know, stop asking for money, cut the beauty content, and turn it into more of a vlog style channel where you're actually sharing, you know, these struggles that you're going through, but you're sharing them not expecting people to send you money and gift cards. The last thing that I will say is sort of the opposite side of the coin. If she is just scamming people, which I hope that she's not, but if she is, then, you know, people who are scammers don't deserve a platform, and, you know, they don't deserve the attention or anything that comes along with that. As y'all know, I think scammers are just like the bottom of the barrel, whether it's MLM Huns, influencers that are lying, or just, you know, the guy walking down the street that's lying. I can't stand liars. And if she is, then I feel really sorry for anyone who has ever sent her a penny, because they'll never get that money back, and who knows where it went. But I will say, I don't necessarily believe that, but I did want to offer it just as the opposite side of the coin. Honestly, this channel left me so confused and just left me scratching my head. I was not only confused by the content that's on her channel, but also the disorganization of it all, and the inconsistency and the random life updates that are really pulling for your sympathy, but along with your sympathy, it's fingers crossed that you're able to send a donation. And I always think it's odd when people want donations, but they don't want a donation unless it's money. That to me is a huge red flag. And then the fact that she used her dog to collect donations and then didn't even go to the vet, I think is a huge, huge problem. So anyway, that's my thoughts on Selftaught Beauty. I wish her luck and well wishes. I would seriously consider switching up my content if this is something that she wants to do. I just don't think that this bizarre grab bag of like, feel bad for me, but here's what's happening with BoxyCharm is doing anything for these subscribers aside from confusing them and making them feel really bad for you. So those are my thoughts for today. If you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.